Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. Friends, in this session we are going to discuss basic concepts of trigonometry. You might have studied the topic trigonometry in your grade 9-10 standards. These days questions based on trigonometry are frequently asked in various competitive exams, right? So we'll have a quick recap of all the basic concepts of trigonometry in this session. So the basic formula and terminology related to trigonometry can be refreshed in your mind. So let's begin this session. Friends, trigonometry is basically the studies of right angle triangle, right? You can see a right angle triangle over here. This is known as base, this is perpendicular, and this is hypotenuse, right? Now, these are called, this BC and AB, these are called legs of a right angle triangle, right? And there is 90-degree angle between the two, right? This angle is 90 degree. This angle and this angle, they may be any of the angles. Okay, maybe theta, maybe phi, whatever. Here we are having 6 trigonometrical ratios that you might have studied in your grade 9 and 10. We just have a quick recap over here. The first is sine A. Sine A is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So what's perpendicular over here? It's BC, and what is hypotenuse? That is AC. So sine A is BC by AC. You have to be careful that A is this angle over here. Okay, this angle. So in this case, this is base and this is perpendicular, right? And this is the angle that we are considering. Okay, so sine A is BC by AC. Similarly, cos A is base by hypotenuse, that is AB by AC, and tan A is equal to perpendicular by base. So these three, sine A, cos A, and tan A, are main 3 trigonometric ratios, right? And be very careful about that A is the angle that we are considering, that is between base and hypotenuse, right? See, if the scene is changed, I draw other triangle for you. Wait for a moment. Suppose I have this triangle here. Suppose it is X, Y, Z, right? So if we consider this angle, then this will be base and this will be perpendicular. If we consider this angle, then this will be base and this will be perpendicular. So be very careful about it. Suppose in this case, I have taken angle this, that is on the side AB. Suppose this is the angle that I have to consider. So this will be perpendicular and this will be base and this will be hypotenuse. So in that case, sine of Z I will take. Sine of Z is this perpendicular by hypotenuse, that is XY by ZY. Right? You can rotate this triangle to this manner. Okay, so this will be perpendicular and this will be base. Similarly, cos Z will be base by hypotenuse, that is XZ by YZ. ZY or YZ, right? So you should be clear which angle we are going to consider. According to that, you need to put up the value of sine A, cosine A, and tangent A, right? So sine is perpendicular by hypotenuse, cos is base by hypotenuse, and tan is perpendicular by base. Basically, tan A is sine A by cos A. Okay, you can see very well over here, P by H by B by H. So H and H will be cancelled, so you'll be getting P by B, that is tan A. Okay, you can learn the 3 formula by any method. You can make a poem, no problem. So this P, B, P, and H, H, B, any formula, like any poem you can make, right? So the 3 important ratios are sine A, cosine A, and tangent A, right? Now we discuss the remaining 3 trigonometric ratio. Now we have other 3 trigonometric ratios which are reciprocal of these given trigonometric ratios. Reciprocal of sine A is cosec A, right? So reciprocal means if sine A is P by H, cosec A will be H by P, right? Cosine A, reciprocal of cos A or cosine A will be sec A. This is B by H, so it will be h by b, right? Similarly, reciprocal of tan A will be cot A, cotangent we can say, or it is in short it is called cot A, so that's b by b, right? So what is happening over here? Sin A is reciprocal of cosec A and cosec A is reciprocal of sin A. So sin A into cosec A will be 1. You can see p by h into h by p, that's 1. Similarly, cos A into sec A will be 1, tan A into cot A will be 1, right? And sin A by cos A, tan A, that we have already discussed. Sin A by cos A is tan A. Then cos A, reciprocal of this, cos A by sin A, that will be reciprocal of tan A, so that's cot A. Okay, so these are the 6 trigonometric ratios that we are going to study in the topic trigonometry. Okay, you can have a quick glance over here. Cosec A is 1 upon sin A, sec A is 1 upon cos A, cot A is 1 upon tan A. That means cosec A into sin A is 1, sec A into cos A is 1, and cot A into tan A is 1, right? Now friends, we have very important 3 relationships here with us, right? You must be knowing, you should learn all the 3 relationships, right? Sin square A plus cos square A is 1, 1 plus tan square A is sec square A, 1 plus cot square A is cosec square A. Basically, we have a Pythagoras theorem with us for any right angle triangle. I just make a right angle triangle once again. This is angle A. This is perpendicular, this is base, and this is hypotenuse. You must be aware of the Pythagoras theorem. So according to Pythagoras theorem, p square plus b square is equal to h square. That is perpendicular square plus b square is hypotenuse square, right? If you divide the entire expression by p square, what will happen? I rewrite it over here. So that's p square, p square, p square. Now p square by p square 1, b square by p square, that is base by perpendicular. So that we have discussed. I just show you it once again. B by p, that is cot A, that means b square by p square will be cot square A. Similarly, h by p is cosec A, so h square by p square will be cosec square A. So I put the value of b square by p square and h square by p square. Okay, so b square by p square is cot square A, that is cosec square A, right? So 1 plus cot square A is equal to cosec square A. That is one relationship that we have derived from the basic Pythagoras theorem, right? So instead of dividing by p square, if you divide by b square, you will be getting one more relationship. I just do it. So I divide by b square. So p square by b square, p square by b square, that's tan square A. This is 1, and h by b, that is h by b by h is cos square A, so h by b is reciprocal of that, so that's sec square A. So this is the next relationship. We have derived these two, and the third one, if we divide this expression by h square, we will be getting this relationship. I just do it. So it's p square by h square, h square, h square. P square by h square, that is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So it's sin square A. B square by h square, that is base by hypotenuse, cos square A, and that's 1. So these 3 are very important relationship among the 6 trigonometric ratios. So you must be knowing that, right? Just write them for 3 to 4 times, so that will all these will be set in your mind. Okay. Now, the basic trigonometric ratio of standard angles, I have shown the chart over here, and the values of sine 0, sine 30, sine 45, sine 60, sine 90, and cos of all of them you should be knowing, right? Because questions based on basic standard angles are asked in examinations, right? So see, sine 30 degree half, sine 45 1 by root 2, sine 60 root 3 by 2, and sine 90 1, right? So I just show you the method, a quick method that by which you can like memorize all the values. See, write the counting from 0 to 1, making a difference of 1 by 4. So 0, 1 by 4, 1 by 2, 3 by 2, and 1, right? So for sine theta, just 0 will be 0. Then take the square root of 1 by 4, so that's 1 by 2. Take the square root of 1 by 2, that's 1 by root 2. Take the square root of root 3 by 2, 3 by 2, so that's root 3 by 2, and square root of 1 will be 1, right? So that's the sine 0, sine 30, sine 45, sine 60, and sine 90. For cos theta, you just reverse the series, right? This one is there, this root 3 by 2 is there, this is there, then this, and then this, right? So if you learn the values of sine theta, cos theta will be just reverse series, okay? 0, 0, 1, 1, you can very well match that, right? Then the third thing, you already know that sine theta by cos theta is tan theta. So if you wish to find out tan 0, divide sine 0 by cos 0. So that's 0 by 1, 0. For tan 30, sine 30 by cos 30. So 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2. So that's 1 by root 3. Sine 45, 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2. So that's 1. Tan 60, sine 60 by cos 60, so root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2, so that's root 3. And tan 90 is 1 by 0. So if any term is divided by 0, it becomes undefined. So it's not defined, or you can say infinity, right? So you have to learn the values of sine, cos, tan, 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90. Okay, and if you want cosec, obviously cosec will be reciprocal of all this value. Cosec 30 will be 2, cosec 45 will be root 2, cosec 60 will be 2 by root 3, right? So precisely you have to learn the values for sine theta, remaining all can be calculated by that only, right? But you should be knowing the way how to like convert, okay? That I have already explained. The next important thing, sine 90 minus a cos a and cos 90 minus a sin a. Tan 90 minus a cot a, cosec and cot 90 minus a tan a, right? Sec 90 minus a cosec a and cosec 90 minus a sec a. So these relationship also you must be knowing, right? Suppose I say sine 80, then it will be equal to cos 10. Suppose I say sine 45, it will be equal to cos 45, right? Suppose I say sec say 50, so that will be cosec 40. Okay, you should be clear about all this, and do not make mistake while you convert from one trigonometric ratio to other one, right? Definitely we are going to take some problems based on all this facts and terminologies and formulae based on trigonometry, but you should be knowing the basics before we approach the problems. Okay, so I hope you are getting me. The next important thing over here is the angle of elevation and angle of depression. See, the word problems based on trigonometry are asked in competitive exams. So you must be knowing what is angle of elevation, what is angle of depression. Precisely, angle of elevation is suppose you are standing on ground, right? And if you look at up to like any maybe any pole, tip of the pole, or maybe top of the cliff or top of a hill, whatever, right? So whatever the angle your eye is making with horizontal line and this between this top of cliff or hill, so that is actually angle of elevation, right? Suppose you are standing over, your eye is there, and this is horizontal line, this is suppose top of a hill or maybe a cliff or a pillar, right? So this is the angle of elevation. Okay, getting my point? This is angle of elevation when you are looking up, right? And angle of depression when you are looking down. See here, your eye is here, this is horizontal line, this is your eye, right? So this is horizontal line, so this is actually angle of depression, right? But actually, see, if we compare these two, I just draw one set of line over here. So this is actually, this angle will be equal to, angle of depression will be equal to angle of elevation, because the lines are parallel, right? The lines are parallel. So this is actually angle of elevation and this is actually angle of depression. So this angle and this angle will be same. They are known as this alternate angles, right? So okay, So they will be same. That means angle of elevation and angle of depression, the value will be same, right? But angle of depression forms when we look at down, and angle of elevation forms when you look at upside. Okay, so all of these are the basic terminologies, basic definition formulae related to trigonometry. Now it's time to take up the problems. You should revise these basics at least 2 to 3 times, so the things should set in your mind. Okay. Uh, some more points I would like to discuss over here. In some of the examinations, the angles beyond 90 degree for this trigonometric ratios are also asked. So I discuss that also. So this is horizontal line, x-axis 0 degree. This is 90 degree. This is 180 degree. This is 270 degree, and further it is 360 degree completion, right? So these four are 4 quadrants. This is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant, right? So if we talk about the 6 trigonometric ratio, I write A, S, C and T. All sugar, tea, coffee, right? All sugar, tea, coffee. That means in this quadrant, that is first quadrant, all the 6 trigonometric ratios. Preliminary will be talking the 3 main trigonometric ratios: sine theta, cos theta and tan theta. S, C, T, all sugar, tea, coffee, all of them will be positive in the first quadrant. That means from 0 to 90 degree, sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, all of them will be positive. In the second quadrant, 90 to 180 S, that means sine theta will be positive. Cos theta and tan theta, both of them will be negative, right? So if we take any value, suppose cos, that is between 90 to 180, we can say cos 150 or tan 120, all of them will be negative. Okay, so if sine theta is positive, cosec theta will also be positive. Cos theta and tan theta negative, that means sec theta and cot theta will also be negative. Then this is the third quadrant between 180 to 270. In this quadrant, tan theta will be positive. Sine theta and cos theta, both of them will be negative. So if tan theta is positive, cot theta will also be positive. And this is the fourth quadrant. In this quadrant, cos theta will be positive, sine and tan, both of them will be negative. So if cos is positive, sec will also be positive, right? If I say and take any value, say sine to 90 degrees, suppose. So sine to 90 degree, that means it is between 270 and 360. That means it is fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cos is positive, so sine will be negative. So sine to 90 degree will be negative, will have negative value. Okay. I hope you are getting me. Bit advanced, but if you learn them, it will be helpful in your exams. And if you wish to find out the value of sine beyond 90 degree, cos beyond 90, and for that we can use the conversion. Sine 90 plus theta, whatever the angle is, cos theta. Cos 90 plus theta is minus sine theta. Tan 90 plus theta is minus cot theta, right? So preliminary, these 3 you should learn, right? See where theta is what? It lies in second quadrant. That is, it is greater than 0, less than 90. Okay, so sine 90 plus theta, that means if we add any value between 0 to 90, then that means it is showing the second quadrant. So sine 90 plus theta is cos theta. Suppose you wish to find out the value of sine 120. So that will be what? Sine 90 plus 30, right? So sine 90 plus theta, here theta is what? 30. So that is actually cos 30. Okay, so cos 30 is what? Root 3 by 2. That means sine 120 degree is actually root 3 by 2. Similarly, if you wish to find out cos say 150 degree, cos 150 will be what? Cos 90 plus 60. Just make a combination, the value of which you know, right? So cos 90 you know, cos 60 you know. So cos 90 plus theta, here theta is 60 degree. Okay, so cos 90 plus theta is minus sine theta. So it is minus sine 60 degree, and sine 60 degree is what? Root 3 by 2. So this is minus root 3 by 2. So this way you can calculate the values. If you know the three conversions, if you know the circle, it will be very easy for you to calculate any value beyond 90. Okay. I just take some problems based on this concept, so you'll be clear for that. Suppose I wish to calculate 10 150, so it's 10 90 plus 60, that is minus cot 60. And now what cot 60 is? Cot 60 is 1 by root 3. So 10 150 degree is actually minus 1 by root 3. Similarly, suppose I have to calculate sine say 135 degree, so it will be 90 plus 45. Sine 90 plus theta is what? Cos theta, so that is cos 45, so that's 1 by root 2, right? Similarly, if I have to calculate cos 135, so I would write cos 90 plus 45, so that is cos 90 plus theta is minus sine theta minus sine 45. Sine 45 we know, that's root 1 by root 2. So cos 135 will be minus 1 by root 2, right? Similarly, you can calculate other values as well. Okay, you just have to have some practice. After that, it will be like very easy for you. Okay, so friend, in this session we'll be discussing this much only. In the next session, directly we'll be taking the problems. So do revise this session unless until you are clear with the basic terminologies, definition and conversion of one trigonometric function to other. Okay, I'll see you in the next session once again. Bye bye.